All right, we're here with head men's basketball coach Tom Hankins after Central Oklahoma's pretty big overtime win against Lindenwood, an MIAA win at home here tonight at Hamilton Fieldhouse. Coach, why don't you just talk about the game? Real intense game tonight.
Very intense game. We got down. We didn't get down, but we battled all night long. I thought they had the momentum because they kept hitting shots. They hit 5 or 6 shots right at the end of the shot clock, which kind of drains your energy when that happens. And I thought we answered. We had guys getting foul trouble. We had a starter get hurt, so we played the overtime, the whole overtime without 2 starters, the whole second half without 1 starter. So our depth really came through tonight. Really proud of those guys, and our front line was unstoppable. They did a great job.
Yeah, Corbin Hammond and Jake Hammond, both with double-doubles, both with real big performances. A lot of times you end up where you're only playing one of those guys down the stretch, and you had a chance tonight to play both of them at the same time for quite a bit. Let's just talk a little more about their performances.
You know, a lot of times we have to play small. We have a hard time defending with both those big guys in the game. But Corbin really stepped up and guarded and defended out on the perimeter. And so we had such a mismatch on our end. We had to keep him in there to throw it in there to him. They did a phenomenal job.
You talk about that. We've talked about really all year. Your depth has been what you thought it would be a key difference. It's been a key difference. And then tonight, it really, like you said, it really plays a role. You're playing a freshman almost all of overtime. You're playing the newcomer at Cole Talbot, a junior, and you're getting some good minutes from Jordan London. Kind of expand on that depth a little bit and what it means to be able to go 9, 10 guys deep.
Right. When Anthony Robertson got, or no, when Marquise Grayson, went down at halftime right before the half with a sprained ankle, we had to insert Jordan London into the starting lineup, and he did a great job, hit some big shots, and then because we're so small within the backcourt, we were getting abused on the defensive end, so we had to insert Jordan Hemphill, and Jordan Hemphill did a great job defensively, and it's really a blessing for him to be able to play through some mistakes. We haven't been able to do that with him this year, but because of the injuries and the foul trouble, he played through some mistakes and end up making some key plays late.
Overtime, and this is your 3rd season. You improved to 8-2 in overtime games. Probably a few more overtime games than a lot of coaches, but to win 80% of those. What do you tell your team heading into that final period when it's going to be a real fight?
You know, we just talk about how the preseason conditioning, all the hard work we've done is going to pay off now, and really we talk mainly about the toughest team's going to win. You know, not only physically the toughest, but the toughest minded team is going to win. And obviously we did that tonight. You
get to overtime, they're shooting at one point late in the second half. They're shooting better from 3 than they were from the free throw line, which is kind of a strange anomaly. But in overtime, they end up 1 of 11 from the floor and don't hit any threes. Did something change, or maybe you kind of just wore them out on defense?
I think fatigue helped a bunch. I think that's the tough part about being on the road. This is their 2nd game, the back end of a road trip, and they don't have nearly as much depth as we do. So I think that we were able to wear them down, and they kind of lost their legs. And then a big key was starting the overtime by taking a lead. I think we end up we hit a huge. They got a 3-point lead. Anyway, we ended up stretching it into a 2-possession lead, and now they had to start rushing things. And if we don't jump out to that quick lead, then it's probably a different story.
All right, congratulations on the win, Coach. 5-1 in MIAA play as we really just start to ramp things up here in January. The Central Oklahoma Broncos on the road next week in Emporia State and Washburn. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, Chris.